I went to public school my whole life, and I didn't, I hung out with bad people, did a lot of bad stuff, but I had two groups of friends when I was getting ready to go to high school. I had a group of public school who always got high and got in trouble, and I had a group of friends who went to Catholic school who were all doing pretty well and, getting good grades and making, doing whatever, they were good. So I said to my mom, I want to go to Catholic high school. What did she say? Oh, you've heard this story before? Yeah, we didn't have the money. But I said, but if I go to public, I know what's going to happen. I'm going to mess up. I'm never even going to get an education. She goes, well, here's what you can do. You get 200 hours a month from your dad from Social Security. Do what you want with it. So I paid my own tuition to go to Catholic high school. And I went for 2 years, and I got thrown out. But I had a lot of credits because I had electives in Spanish and all. So then I got kicked out. I went to that public school, which I would have went to 2 years prior. And within 2 months, I was locked up, and the judge appointed me to go to a court-appointed school. So they went by credit. So I had a house arrest bracelet on my ankle, so I couldn't leave the house unless I went to school. So I went to school every day. And I graduated within 9 months of that school because I had all the credits, and all they went by was credits. So I graduated from high school in 3 years with a diploma and a certificate in building maintenance. At 17, I graduated. But by the time I turned 18, I was sentenced to juvenile life. And I did almost 2 years, a little over a year and a half. But fast forward to messing up, I always knew I wanted more. And I remember a specific day, very clear, when I was in the union and I was painting down a big construction site. And I was the apprentice. Anybody ever been an apprentice? They give you that dummy work, the flunky stuff, where you got to get coffee for everybody at the 9 o'clock break. I had to get coffee and donuts for like 50 people. I must have been. It was probably 20, but it seemed like a lot. Climbing scaffold with the jump to get to the top of where we were working. So I don't give you change. I don't know who gave you what. You give me an exact amount, right? So this one old dude tells me that, where's my change? When I got all the way up there. I told him, I don't have your change. I'm eating your change, okay? I don't know what your change. He goes, you better get used to this. You're going to be doing it for 30 years. I said, not what you think. I said, I'll be retired by the time I'm 30. He goes, how you going to do that? I said, I don't know. But I ain't going to be doing this. And he was blown away, but because I already made the decision that I'm not going to work for nobody, because I've always been an entrepreneur in all the things I did as a kid. I got in direct sales when I was 13. Okay? Now, I didn't say it was legal, but I was in direct sales, hand-to-hand combat since I was 13 years old. And I never liked working for nobody. I always knew I could make more in the corner than I could at a job. So I did what I did. So I'm going to go into fast forward to where network marketing saved my life. Network marketing saved my life. One day, in a bar, where I spent a lot of time, I walk in and I order a beer. And you ever feel someone staring at you? You can feel them staring at you. So I felt this dude staring at me. So I waited a few minutes. And then I turned to the dude and asked him what his problem was. And as I was about to hit him, he asked me to calm down. And then he said, what's your deal, man? You're a sharp dude. Do you want to make some extra money? And so I'm looking under the bar waiting for him to hand me something. And he says, nah, man, let me introduce you to a buddy of mine. And they're all in suits and, and they're good and all. And I said, so what's going on? They said, it's some new technology, video phones. You've got to see them. We're making a fortune with this. I'm like, all right, well, let me see it. He goes, not now, but tomorrow night, 7 o'clock at the hotel by the airport, we're having a meeting. Come to the meeting. I said, okay. He goes, all right, but just so you know, it's business casual. I said, okay, what's that? He's like, suit or whatever. I'm like, I got no suit, dude. He goes, what do you got? I got court clothes and funeral clothes. He goes, what ones you want me to wear? Because whatever ones are nicer. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I show up. Now, I show up and they put on the video. You know the video. We all know the video, right? Sure. And so they put on the video. And they go through the services and the product. And then they show the money. So I'm like, dude, I'm in. I'm in. He's like, relax, man. You don't know what it is. I'm like, I don't care. I'm in. around and wait, and I got to go through all the BS presentation now. I'm just one in. I just want to know what I got to do. So at the end of the meeting, they give the app, they say $500 to join your own business. I said, $500? That's it? Here, how do I get started? I mean, I blow more than that in a weekend and then wake up. I never woke up in a business. So I did. Now, just so you know, this is 2.5 years ago. I did that company. I was fired up. I built a team strictly on excitement. I didn't even know what I was doing. So at the end of the meeting, the guy says, are you going to be in Texas next week? Texas? What's in Texas? He's like, we're having our national conference. If you're going to be successful in this, you've got to be there. Everyone's going to be there. I'm like, dude, I just gave you $500. Oh, less than a week from now, you want me in Texas? I said, I got a job. I can't do it. It's like, well, if you want to be successful in this, you'll be there. So a week later, I'm on a plane with this guy, and I'm like, so what's the name of this company again? He's like, X, Y, Z. I'm like, and how do I make money? And he's drawing circles. You know, the two, we gotta get two, we gotta get customers. I'm like, all right, I'm clear, I'm good, I got that. So I go to the national, and I get fired up, and I come home, and I sign all kinds of people up. And I worked the business for 3 months. And I kept going to the Saturday training, but then I started to learn the comp plan, the services, I started learning stuff. That's where I went wrong. Because now that's what I was telling people. Everything. I was throwing up on them every which way. They didn't want no parts of me. They were like, that's the dude that does the phone thing. You know what I mean? And they were running from me. My cousins and them, they're like, dude, I call them, yo, what's up, man? Dude, you're not going to talk to me about that thing, are you? You know what I'm saying? And so I got frustrated because no one was signing up no more. And so I went, this is crazy. I was taking off weekends of work, making $200-300 a day cash, painting houses. I started taking off work to go to these meetings. And no one was showing up. I wasn't making no money. I'm like, well, this is stupid. I seen that training last week, and I'm not making no money. I'm going back to work. And so that's what I did. Now, by the way, this gentleman that was staring at me in the bar is now in my business in the back of the room, Larry Beach. And that man right there essentially saved my life, because if it wasn't for what I was exposed to, I would have never known. And but more importantly, it wasn't the company that was important. It wasn't the money that I made with them that was important. It was the exposure to personal development. I didn't even read, I probably read one book since I got out of high school. And that was when I was locked up and really bored. Okay? Since 2 years ago, I've probably read almost 100 books. And I live for personal development. I haven't watched TV in I don't know how long, except when my girl makes me watch movies. But other than that, I don't listen to the radio in my car. I have a mobile university. I mean, I'm driving, I'm like, where's Sherry Clark? Where's Jeff Coons at? I'm like, Gary Eady, Big Al, everyone. You know, and I love Gary. And Gary's the man, and his stuff is phenomenal. So anyone who took it home, you deserve it. And anyone who didn't, rethink it, make sure you get it. I mean, it's like crackhead prices. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, dude. So because of personal development, I knew it was possible now. Because I made money in that company. But I only worked there for 3 months, and then I went on hiatus. Anyone ever join your business, and you think they joined your business, but they really joined the witness protection program? That's what I did. I don't want no parts of this junk no more. It was giving me a bad rap. My friends didn't want to talk to me no more because I was trying to throw up on them about this thing. All right? And so I stopped doing it for 8 months. So now we're going to fast forward to about February 2007. That wasn't this long ago, right? This is not very long ago. We're in now what? July 08? Yeah. So about a year and a half ago, I'm checking my email, waiting for a funny joke from my friend, right? And I get an email that says, you can sponsor 30 people in 1 month if you buy this product. I'm like, shoot. It's like $20. I'm like, shoot, if I buy this thing, I can go back to doing that thing. I can make some money. So I bought the thing, didn't use it, but now I bought the thing off a guy who markets to his database. okay? So then I start getting his emails. So then I start getting on his conference calls. And then I went to his live event, and then he walks in the room because it's Myron Golden. Hey Myron, I don't know, I think that now Myron has become a good friend of mine. I'm honored to call him a friend and a mentor, but Myron, you did walk in at the perfect time. But when we were driving to DC that one night, me and you, did I tell you how your email brought me back into the game? Because I had been out of the loop. When I did network marketing, 8 months I didn't do anything, and I got an email from you. I was just on a leads list, and I bought some like super speed sponsoring scripts or something, right? And then you kept marketing to me, then I came on the Hour on Power, and then I came out and met you and Dwayne, and okay, and so now I'm coming to his trainings. And I come for about 2 months, and I'm back in the game, I'm selling this phone thing, right? And so then I come to a training, and his brother Dwayne, who was also a great friend and mentor of mine, was selling this package where you buy all these digital products, but they were burnt onto CD. That's what I'm going to teach you later, how you can make some money with the stuff you already got that you don't know about. But, and 5 websites. He's going to put up 5 websites for me that are going to make money. I'm like, you mean I can have my own website? He's like, no, that you buy this product, you can learn how to build it. I'm like, what? So I came for network marketing training. I didn't even, like, websites, products, what's this all about? So I bought the stuff. I'm waiting for him to put up my 5 websites. They're taking too long. So I just decided I'll learn how to do it myself. And so I did. I bought the tools I bought, I broke them out, and I started using them. Isn't it crazy that if you actually use the stuff that you buy, it'll help you? Wow. So you maybe want to go home, and when you get home, go to that corner of the room where the stuff is at, kick the dust off it and use it, okay, and then maybe it won't struggle so much. But in the meantime, I learned how to build websites really fast. I bought Front Page, I bought Professor Teaches It, and I watched 10 hours of video instructional one day. I didn't leave, I just watched it. And I learned it, and I mastered it. And then I mastered the domain names, the shopping carts, the merchant accounts, and all this. And then one day I'm at Dwayne's training, and I'm in the back room, and I'm in your seat, and I'm just there. And somebody said to Dwayne, well, can you put up my website? He goes, I'm shorthanded, I don't have nobody. That dude in the back knows how to do it. Next thing you know, people started paying me to put up their websites. Next thing you know, I got so good at it, they started wanting me to teach it to them. So then I'm like, okay, but you live in Florida, and I live in Philly, so how am I going to teach you how to build websites? So then I created Eagle Eye Training, where I teach you how to build websites. And so then I'm like, people started being like, make videos, show me how to do it. So I got Camtasia. Now I'm like, I'm all into this, dude. I'm having fun now. And like Gary said, if your passion, no, if your vocation is not a vacation, you're destined to meander and mediocrity. I love that. Gary's the man. But if you're not having fun, I wasn't having fun in the phone thing, all right? That's why I sucked at it, all right? But guess what? I love the computer stuff. I was fascinated that I could do this. So I started doing it. So then I got eagleeyetraining.com, and I'm like, okay, how do I put videos on it? They're like, you gotta get Camtasia. And I'm like, what's Camtasia? They're like, you can record your screen. So I can build websites and record my screen, and then you can watch it? They're like, yeah. I'm like, that's pretty cool. So I did it, and it worked. And people were fired up. They're like, awesome. So now you know how to put up the digital product sites. And that's what I started with, the software, the digital product sites that we have. And so this is going to mess all of you up. Say, I'm ready to get messed up. I'm ready to get messed up. Here's what happened. Some dude said to me, you know the digital products we just talked about? I know how we can get thousands of them. Right now. He's like, this thing. He showed me EDC Gold. This was in August 07. I'm already having fun building websites. I started this in about May or June. So I still was excited and new. I didn't really know anything. But he goes, EDC Gold, and we go to the website, thousands of digital products.